Yo, people, welcome back. You already know what time it is. Lateness is greatness, yeah, for this stream. And I must say, I'm looking forward to this one. It's been a while since we did a live review with Dami and Anita in the building. They'll be here in just a sec. Why do my glasses feel wonky? What is going on? Are these broken? Fam, maybe it's a wrap for me, innit? Okay, I think we're fine. Big up to the chat. What are you telling me? Yeah. We've secured the bag. We all wanted that type of win where we scored many, many goals and we had some sort of comfortable, feeling to it. Now, the only downsides are the injuries, and we're going to get into all of that. But first and foremost, keeping it 100 buckaroonies, keeping it 100 buckaroonies and keeping it so simple. We won 4-0. And that's just good news. Do you know what I mean? We didn't have one of those boring 1-0s. We didn't have a game where we were struggling to make it comfortable. We had plenty of time to make the substitutions, plenty of time to tinker. We didn't really tinker and maybe make the changes that I would have wanted, but we'll get into that as well. That's not that deep. But it's just good to see that Chelsea have won a game that we expected to win, done it comfortably, and we've moved on with our lives. There's no stress. Nobody's got frowns on their forehead. Nobody's looking like they need to go and get some Sudocrem. No one's looking like they need to go and see a therapist. Everybody here in this chat should be calm, collected, and good. And this is what we want to carry on. I think the Brentford game was difficult. This is the kind of performance that we want to be seeing more often in this run of games. We got Norwich at the weekend. We've got Newcastle in that run as well, who lost quite comfortably to Tottenham after, scoring early and having their whole big, you'll never walk alone moment, I guess, with the whole fans and the takeover. They basically went, silent after that. We've got Southampton in the cup, Malmö again, Burnley. That run of games, I'll go through it again. Norwich, Southampton, Newcastle, Malmö, Burnley. We should be seeing these type of performances. We should be seeing nice performances where we get goals, where we're comfortable, where we're playing good football. First of all, shout out to Andreas Christensen, as it says in the chat. It is so nice to see him finally get his first Chelsea goal. It has been a long time coming, people. I've never seen Christensen until today celebrate a goal. Do you know how mad that is? That is mad. We finally get to see Christensen celebrate a goal. Beautiful. And it's exactly what he deserves. It was a great ball in by Thiago Silva. He more than deserves that moment. He's been brilliant. He's probably been one of the best defenders in the world in 2021. And all he needed to cap it off was a goal. You're telling me 137 games he went without a goal. All he needed was a goal. Just one goal. Just to cement, just to cap it all off this year. And I'm so happy that he got it. He was the first goal, the crucial goal, the one that got us on our way. And it was brilliant to see. So big up to him. I'm sure, the players are bigging him up in the change room. It's been a long time coming. Do you guys remember when we was trying to get Mikel to score? This feels very similar. Mikel could not score. He could not get that goal to save his life. We were waiting and pondering and wondering for days and years and weeks and months, whatever time frame you want to stick on it. We were waiting for a certain Mikel to get his first Chelsea goal. It took ages, but when it finally went in, the love that he got was crazy, and it was great. Christensen kind of got similar. Everybody, they crowded around him. They knew it was a special moment for him. It was a special moment for him. Finally, get that monkey off his back. Get the goal. Good to see. That's exactly what you want to see. So I'm delighted for him, first of all. Big up to Christensen. He's been brilliant defensively. He's been brilliant in terms of playing out from the back, progressing the ball. All he needed was that goal. Just that goal. That's all he needed. And he got it. I'm so happy for him. So proud. And the resurgence and the way that he's sprung into life since Tuchel's come in, you love to see it. And again, people forget this, but he is a Cobham graduate. He is homegrown. He's one of our own. He doesn't really get mentioned along with the other names, but he needs to be. And like I said, one of the best defenders this year in the world. This is a player that I said it so many times, I wasn't sure if he was really going to be the guy that we all expected him to be. Technically, mentally, technically he was always good enough, but mentally, was he going to be good enough? Was he going to hit that moment in his career at a certain age where it just ticks? And he's had it this year. When Tuchel comes in, he's had it. He's had that moment where it's just all ticked and it's all clicked into gear. And it's brilliant to see. So fantastic for him. And obviously, Thiago Silva with the assist, a defender setting up a defender again. Jorginho gets a brace. You can't complain with that. 2 goals for him. The Balon d'Or charge continues. Yeah. He's the same amount of goals as Benzema. I said it in my tweet. I don't want to hear no Real Madrid fans piping up. Your striker, my holding midfielder's got the same amount of goals. I don't want to hear no nonsense. Do you know what I'm saying? Balon d'Or, we're still going after this thing. Minimum needs to be top 3. Minimum. And I think he created 3 big chances as well. I have to check the statistics, but he had a good game. I think you guys in my live, in my watch along, you were all kind of giving him man the match. I personally couldn't decide. I thought everybody was kind of just at a good level today. I thought everybody was kind of at a similar level. Didn't really think anybody stood out crazy for me. Because if I take those penalties off of Jorginho and just look at the performance, I think everybody's kind of around about the same level. That's just what I saw. I didn't really see any mad standouts, but you want to give it to him, give it to him. I don't mind at all. That's fine by me. So yeah, brilliant for him to get the brace from the penalty spot. He'll be chasing that golden boot for us now once again. And yeah, so fantastic there. Obviously, man said respect Benzema. Obviously, I do respect Benzema, but you got to back our boy, bro. Got to back our boy. First and foremost, that's the first thing we got to do. And then when the results come out, the results come out. But in terms of the season, my brother, he's been doing the business. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. But yeah, brilliant performance there. 4 goals. We've seen the Hudson-Odoi and Kai Havertz link up. Seen the link up. It's the link up that few mods have been craving. Few of the mods have really been craving that link up for a long time now. And listen, it's a brilliant link up that they got there. They got a bit of chemistry. They showed it against West Brom in that comeback, that 3-3 draw. The result was stinky, as I said, but they did show some chemistry, show some link up. And they're 2 players that can connect. They can link up. They can be good in tight spaces. And it was good to see. Hudson-Odoi finally play on the left when he came on. Obviously, it's sad that someone has to go off injured. We don't want to see that. But it's good to see him on the left. He cut in a few times, took a shot, got a good assist. And again, Chelsea, if you're struggling to break down defensive shape, if you're struggling to break down low block, then scrap all that and try and hit people in transition. If you win the ball back, we've got a lot of ball winners in the team. Win the ball back high up the field, win it in the midfield and break on teams quickly while they're out of their defensive shape, while they're looking to attack us. So they've got a few players forward, look to break on them quickly. That's exactly what Callum did. Went down the left-hand side, took his time, timed his pass with Kai perfectly. And then Kai, lovely dink. Kai is one of these guys that he can do the difficult finishes better than the easy ones. Do you know what I mean? Like Kai can score a header at Anfield that has no right to go in. Kai can score a right-footed goal. I know it was friendly against Arsenal, but really tight angle, sticks it in the top corner. Kai can round Ederson, Champions League final, high pressure moment. Kai, when the finish doesn't really look on, because it's not the easiest finish, you have to clip the goalkeeper off the post and in, good finish. Then fantastic. And Kai needed that because I didn't want him starting in this game. He didn't start. I think Tuchel said it in his presser. He needs to stand up and be counted for. And he proved the point today. He got his goal. Good stuff. That's the road to recovery. That is the right road to recovery. That's good. We need to see more of that, especially if Lukaku and Werner, especially Lukaku looks like he might be out for a bit. If he's going to be out, then listen, if Kai has to start at home to Norwich, I want to see Hudson-Odoi alongside him because those two got something there. If you're going to play Kai Havertz up front in the false 9 against Norwich, because Lukaku is injured, I want to see Hudson-Odoi right alongside him. There is a link up there. There is something there. We saw a little glimpse of it last year. Let's see some more. I said it at the start of the game. I want to see Hudson-Odoi at left wing for some games because until I see him there consistently, I'm not going to know what kind of impact he can give us. And he gave us an assist today. Again, same as Southampton. Did he do enough to stay in the team? I believe he does. And again, on that performance, again with the assist, I believe he has done enough to stay in this team for the Norwich game. I really do. I really do believe that. I believe he's done enough to stay in this team for the Norwich game. And I want to see him in this team for a few games in a row. Just play him against Norwich, play him against Southampton, and play him against Newcastle. Give him those three games in a row. And let's see what we're saying. You got Burnley after that. Then there's Leicester, Juventus, Manchester United. Then if things are not going well, then I've got no problem taking him out for those bigger games. But you've got some nice, easier fixtures. Play him in those games. And let's see what we're cooking with. Let's see what we're rolling with, people. I've said it. Been saying it. Because we've seen everybody else get consistent minutes. Let's see what we're cooking with. You know, Rudiger, I don't know how he won the penalty. I don't know what that brother, I don't know what he was doing up there. I really don't. I'm confused. I'm very confused. I really don't understand how he was up there, what happened. But listen, he won a penalty. It's great stuff. And we keep it moving. But on the whole, Chelsea, you know, dominant. Listen, I said it. I know in my preview, my video only was up there for 10 minutes. Maybe a lot of you didn't get to see it. Probably 100 of you got to see it before I took it down. It's not even a disrespect to Malmö. They just don't offer anything. This is a team that have now conceded 11 goals in their first 3 games. No goals scored. They don't offer anything. So I knew going into this game, it should be a walkover. This is the same team we played in the Europa League when Hudson-Odoi and Loftus-Cheek played in the Europa League then. And then we walked over them then. We should be walking over them now. Apparently, we've got a better team now than we had back then. We should be walking over them again. So, you know, it's not even a disrespecting. It's just being completely honest. This is not a game where I should have to analyze the opposition too much. This is not a game where I have to think about Malmö's strengths. Couldn't give 2 shits about Malmö's strengths. We should be winning this game and winning it by that scoreline. This should not be a surprise. This is exactly what we should be doing. And it's good to see. Lukaku goes off injured. So, I mean, there's not really too much to say. It's just hopefully, you know, I think it was an ankle injury. Hopefully he's not out for too long. And a lot of people wanted to see the fluid front three, pressing from the front, etc., etc. If he's not in the team against Norwich, then you're going to get that. And hopefully we pam Norwich and we do the business. You know, the next 3-4 games, especially I think next 3 Premier League games, 9 points. Need 9 points, no less. No less. Need 9 points. So Lukaku or no Lukaku, this team should be more than capable of getting the goals they need to get. And that's what I'm trying to see. So I was happy with that. I was very happy with that. I think Reece James, when he came on, looked really bright. Really bright. You know, Reece James, when he came on, he had a nice little 1-2 with Mount, almost worked. Put himself in some dangerous positions. Lovely little dink for Kova, who then put the ball across the box. And I think Hudson-Odoi couldn't quite get to it at the back post. So Reece James was very fluid when he was going forward on that right. Had some good moments linking up, and he looked good. Werner comes off as well with an injury. So that's not good news. You know, some of you guys, you can guess the time frames if you wish, maybe two weeks. You think Werner will be longer than Lukaku? Lukaku seemed to look like he was in more pain, but I have no idea the type of injury that they both sustained. I think Werner seemed to pull a hamstring. That's what it looked like. He was holding the back of his calf. So the back of his thigh. So I don't know. I think he might have a strain. He looks like potentially. And then Lukaku is an ankle. I think it's an ankle. I think. That's what the speculation is. But again, we'll wait and to see what they've got to say about that. Maybe Tuchel will confirm that in the next press conference pre-Norwich. That's what you hope for. Inverted wing backs. I'm seeing that in capital letters. I don't know who are the inverted wing backs. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's done his hammy there. So it could be a few weeks. Listen, we have 3 injuries now. That's Lukaku, Pulisic, and Werner. So that means Kai, Hudson-Odoi, Mount, Ziyech, you better stand up. You better stand tall, brothers, because we're going to need you. I was a bit surprised to not see Hakim Ziyech come on off the bench. I was actually calling for him to come on. And, you know, I'm one of his biggest critics. But, you know, when I'm calling for him to get some minutes, you know something's mad. But I really thought he could have come on in that substitution there. Maybe we could have switched to a back 4 for the last half an hour. We was in cruise control, dominating the game, 3-4-0 up. I thought maybe that was the only thing I wanted to personally see is us change to a back 4, go 4-2-3-1, go 4-3-3. Let's see it for the last half an hour. Let's see how it looks. Let's get Hakim Ziyech back on the right wing, especially now that we've got injuries. We're probably going to need him a lot more than we did prior. Let's see if we can get some confidence into him. You know, Hudson-Odoi's got his assists. Kai's got his goal. Let's see if we can get Ziyech involved there as well. So I was a bit surprised not to see him come on. And I very rarely advocate for Ziyech to come on recently because I think he's been poor. But in a game like that, where you're playing against a lower level of opposition, you're dominating the game. It's an easy game. It's a walkover. Get Ziyech on. Let's see if we can get some confidence in. The Alonso thing I didn't really get. Don't think we really need to see him. I don't know if maybe saving Chilwell for Norwich. But again, Chilwell's not really accumulated a lot of minutes this season. He didn't start the season for most of the games. So that was a bit of a surprise. So yeah, there's a couple of tweaks to those subs that I was looking for, but it is what it is. Sal Niguez comes on, and it is what it is. So yeah, we live to fight another day when it comes to that. Jaden says, let's finally have Ziyech play in his right position like Hudson-Odoi. Got to, but I don't understand why we didn't see that. Yeah, I think it's something that could have been, if it was still 2-0, then I would have understood. But for me, as soon as we got the third goal, it was game over. 4, it's definitely game over. And that's when I think we could have seen some tweaks, but we didn't get them. So yeah, but routine for us today. Very routine. Good as well that they got the game wrapped up. I said when I seen a strong starting lineup from Thomas Tuchel before the game, I said, okay, cool. No Hudson-Odoi, a couple players, maybe Reece James. I want to see what cool. If you're going to go with a strong team like that, bare minimum, this team needs to wrap this game up by the 60th minute. If you're going to play a strong team against a Malmö team like this, you need to have that game wrapped up on the hour mark. Don't make us have to, take this shit down to the wire. No chance with a team like that. So at least the boys put the work in, got the business done early. I thought they started the game very well. They were very high tempo. They were in their faces, creating opportunities. Werner missed an absolute sitter. To this day, I do not understand how he did not score that goal. I am still confused. And everything, by the way, I say, you take it with a pinch of salt because it's Malmö. So any praise, just remember, it's only Malmö. But it's still good to see. It's better to put these teams to the sword like you should than to not to. So you praise the team for that. But I don't know how Werner didn't put that ball in the back of the net, man. I really don't. It's a madness to me. It's almost criminal. If he wasn't injured, brother would be in a cell right now because it's crazy. It's either the hospital or the cell. It's one or the other. You can't have both. But I'm telling you, I'm absolutely shocked that he didn't manage to put that in the back of the net. But it is what it is. We move. We move. Anita's in the chat. She's coming shortly. I'll tell you who has arrived. The Grand Dam. Please don't tell me you're smoking a shisha pipe. Please don't tell me you're smoking a pipe after a win against Malmö. There's no way. You are starving. Have you eaten today?
Hey! Listen, that pipe was for my people, fam. I've been disappearing. I've not been here in the flesh. But listen,
you're starving.
Ladies and gentlemen, you lot have been starving for Dami content. Well, here you are, ladies and gentlemen. I am back in business.
Stop saying you're back. Stop.
No. I'm back on Matisse's channel, isn't it? It's a gradual process.
You're doing what Ziyech does. When he scores.
It's a little gradual process thing, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? That man, they haven't heard my voice in ages, big man. So I had to roll a celebratory glue stick in celebration.
It's not even a real pipe.
No, I don't have a real pipe in my room. Like, why do I have a pipe in my room? You get me?
Where did that smoke come from then?
Have you seen those TikTok things when you have ice you put in your mouth and you do the I'll teach you later. I'm like,
this is just not these criminal acts.
What are you doing?
I mean, what did you make of the performance? Talk to us. We ain't heard your thoughts on Chelsea in a bit. You must have a lot to say. Take over.
I mean, as the mug.
What does that say? Keep calm and keep it moving.
Nah. Brother, can you not see?
Is that one of them keep calm mugs with the crown?
Nah, it isn't, blood.
Sponsored by Made in Chelsea and that lot.
It's a Chelsea mug, fam. Champions of Europe and whatnot. That's what it is. But listen, people, once again, it's Malmö FC, bunch of Swedish engineers and whatnot. By the end of the day, we've gotten the W pattern. Obviously, Juventus did their thing over there, so that's a bit frustrating. I've got a lot of frustrations here and there, but it's a 4-0 victory. And I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. So 4-0 victory on my Instagram story. Be sure to follow me on there if you haven't already. But on my Instagram story, I literally said my prediction was like 3-0. I was expecting us to beat them, bat them silly. Do you know where I'm coming from? And we did that. I know we've got a few striker issues here and there and whatnot, which I'm sure you've already covered a little bit. But it's another victory. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can't really complain too much. I'm looking forward to Norwich because man's going to be there live in 4K. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'll also be there as well. And I must say, I'm looking forward to it because I need to see goals. I think today, and this run of fixtures in general, people, it's an opportunity to strike up some chemistry. It's an opportunity for someone like Kai and Hudson-Odoi to maybe strike up a relationship. If there's going to be 2 injuries to our forwards, then those 2 need to be playing. They need to be playing together. I've said we need to be using last season as, evidence for what we should do now in terms of doing our homework. If we see that Ziyech and Werner have some sort of chemistry from last season against Atletico Madrid, against Manchester City, well, then pair them up this season. Don't pair up Ziyech with Kai. Do what we did, use the existing chemistries without Lukaku that we had last season. Use them now. If you're going to play Werner, then Ziyech may suit that. Let's pair people up who've been playing together. We saw Hudson-Odoi and Kai against West Brom in the comeback on the Lampard.
Yeah, I love DK assists.
I seen it. Yes. Was you happy with the lineup?
I mean, I saw the lineup, and I'm not even going. I mean, everybody's probably going to think 2020 vision. You can see that because them got injured, but I saw the lineup and I was like, big man, too cool. This is 7 defensive-esque, control-esque players against a Malmö team that we should be beating anyways. If there was any game for us to sort of experiment with anything, it's this one. I understand that we had just lost to Juventus and the UCL, we've got to progress quite far. I mean, we are the champions, reigning champions at the moment. So I know not a lot of people fancy us to win, but we should give it a good shot in defending it. But saw the lineup and I was like, what are the odds of somebody getting injured? I was chatting with my mates about it, and then boom, Lukaku, Werner, they get injured within 5 minutes of each other. So it's quite ridiculous. So I'm frustrated that we didn't do something a bit more creative. I mean, I'm quite glad that the fullback, I don't know about you, but I don't know if you noticed the 2 wing backs today, almost like they were playing in the 10 position. They were occupying some very advanced attacking positions today. So I'm happy to see stuff like that, but I've been seeing that for a few weeks. I was expecting Tuchel to be a lot more creative with it. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't expecting him to play your Lukaku's or your Werners, because as ridiculous as it sounds, you wouldn't have said we needed a striker there, but now we've got 2 strikers potentially missing our next game. That's a bit bonkers, you know what I'm saying, against Norwich. So it's a bit of a madness, you know where I'm coming from.
I think Lukaku played, even though it's funny because he said Lukaku potentially is being overplayed, but then he still starts him. And I think the only reason I can think of as to why he's starting Lukaku is because he hasn't been scoring goals. So man needs to score goals. He needs his confidence to be up. He needs to bag a couple. So there you go. You play him and you see. And I was even saying maybe he's going to take the penalty, but before he even has the opportunity to even have that debate with Jorginho, because he did win the penalty, but then he's injured. So I did get it from that perspective. But listen, I think, you know, when it comes down to Timo as well, the miss that he had just goes to show again, you can never get too overly excited with this brother, because as much as I've been giving him praise, I gave him so much praise after the Southampton win, worked his ass off, created opportunities, got an assist, did his thing. But again, if you're going to miss chances like that, what is all the hard work what are we working for? What are we working for? It's nuts. You can't be missing chances like that.
Exactly.
Crazy.
It's so counterintuitive, you know. I'm coming from, imagine doing all that hard work. And can you imagine, right? Just imagine. No, Matisse, imagine, right? This is a good analogy. Imagine you go into the kitchen. You know them ones where some days you're not really you're hungry, right? But you're feeling like chefing something extra special in the kitchen. Come through, bring out the knife, you slice up the onions, you get the bell peppers out, you saute the thing, you put in your chicken, not chicken breast, chicken thigh. I'm saying a bit more flavor, season the thing, bring out your jollof rice, whatever, you plate the thing up nicely, and then you throw the food in the dustbin. What is the point? It doesn't make any sense. So I appreciate the effort. I can see that we're almost there, but if you're going to do all of that work and not finish, then big man, what's the point? Do you know what I'm saying? I'd rather you don't even cook up, because when you start cooking and the smell of the food is going around the house, you're like, hey, what's going on? And then you get downstairs to the kitchen and they pour the food in the dustbin. Brother, what's the point, fam? You stop teasing me. Don't tease me. Don't tease me. Naughty. You know what I'm saying? So it's mad. But I feel for him. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, this comment here, someone saying is my ears deceiving me? Did man just say switch to a back 4 and bring on Ziyech? I said to do that after we were 3-0 up. So the game is done. Now let's start doing the Tinkerbell thing, because you guys are saying we need to change formation to be more attacking. We need to do this. I don't agree, but if you want to see it, this is the perfect time. You're not going to get a better opportunity to start tinkering and even giving Ziyech an opportunity in a back 4 formation at right wing. Then against Malmö, a team that have shipped 7 goals in the Champions League first 2 games before this game, and now 11, and are just to keep it 100 Buckaroonies. Awful. They're not very good. They're a Europa League level team. Last time we played them was in Europa League. So this is your opportunity if you wanted to do that. But opportunity come and gone. Didn't happen, is what it is. Like I said, it's very rare that you ever hear me calling to see Ziyech, but I think this is a good opportunity for him to play, to come off the bench, get some confidence up, do his thing, and potentially get on the goal, on the goal scoring sheet or get an assist. That's what happened with Callum and Havertz. And if we have to rely upon them, then it is what it is. This midfield, though, I have to say, I thought Kante was good today. Jorginho was good. This is why it's so difficult to come on here and say, this guy is going to have to start every game, even if Loftus-Cheek's playing the way he's playing. Because Kova's playing well, Loftus-Cheek. But Jorginho and Kante just come in again, just seamless. Just do what they're doing. The competition in there.
Kante Kante was cantering, Jorginho was Jorginho, and it was beautiful. You know, I know it's once again. I know it's a bunch of fishermen.
Hold on.
Is it time?
It's time.
Woo! You're joking.
It's time for the Queen's speech, people. It's time for the Queen's speech. We ain't heard the Queen.
No, pause before you. We are now announcing and introducing Queen Anita the First, the Royal Highness that is Anita Ayobami. Welcome her to the building, please. Please introduce her.
Bang!
Thank you very much. Oh, there you go. What are you telling me?
We have arrived at last. At last. At long last.
Right here, fam. Oh my dude.
Hey,
You guys,
she went missing. Yo, I nearly had flyers. I was about to put up missing flyers and whatnot for you. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry.
But you're
You
back
guys
now.
know you man know my situation, man.
I know, we know. And you know what? You picked a great fixture. You picked a great fixture. When I seen that DM on IG, I said, this is a great fixture to pick. I'm on board. This is a good idea. Because there was no way we wasn't going to win this game. And now we just get here to do propaganda and praise. That's what we're here for. Talk to me.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm very happy with one because I was thinking I was gonna come in here. I was gonna have to be a bitch. Like I was so scared that I was gonna have to start calling people out of their names. I'm so happy. But the thing is, I wanted 6. I wanted 5. I wanted 6. 4 was all right, but I feel like we had a mediocre performance in front of goal.
You wanted more.
Do you know what? No negativity. We did the damn job.
Do you know what it is though? We've been starving, so I can understand where you're coming from. It's almost like we're trying to catch up on lost time. Do you know what I'm saying? We're trying to catch up on lost time. That's what it is.
I am hungry. I'm hungry for the goals. Like, and the thing is, I felt so bad for Lukaku because I'm starving for goals, but I'm starving for him.
Yeah,
like, I am starving for him. And then we're now again, the rumors are coming back with Haaland. Matisse, you need to be careful of what you're tweeting. I'm so sorry.
Listen,
what do you mean?
Make it make sense, Anita. How does it make sense? It doesn't work. No, it does not work. I'm telling you that right now. It does not work. It doesn't work.
It works.
What doesn't work?
Haaland and Lukaku.
Matisse, are you doubting? I want to understand something. I'm trying to make a logic of that bombastic comment, blood. Because last time I checked,
you man are all vibes.
A certain big man Tuchel managed to do a little thing here and there. Like
your vibes.
And I heard
you want to go vibes? I'll put the sunglasses on. We can do vibes. This is all about vibes and no tactics. Just vibes and insular. How is Lukaku and Erling Haaland gonna play up top together? Riddle me that. How is it gonna work? Let me go through the different things here. You are playing 2 strikers that have a similar profile that both excel running towards goal. They both thrive off of running towards goal, getting their head down with their pace on their left foot. They're both left-footed. They both want to cut in on their left foot, running at goal. Who is going to create the chances? The whole time we've been sitting here saying we don't have anybody to create the chances. And what do you guys think we need to do? Is bring in another number 9 who cannot service himself. He cannot service himself. He's not going to go into the kitchen and cook the meal. He's not going to go in there and find the right ingredients and cook for himself. He is sitting at the dining table alongside Lukaku, starving, anorexic, because we have no creators. We have no creators, and you want to bring in another striker. Make it make sense. He's going to cost another over 100 million. You want to spend all of our money, and then where does Kai play? If you're playing on the front 2, where does Kai play? What formation are you playing? 4-4-2 like Leicester? Huh? Who are you? Where are you playing these players? Who are you playing? How are you doing this? 4-4-2? Are you going to the Brexit formation now? Huh? England?
Respectfully, Matisse.
How?
Respectfully, we don't care.
We
don't care.
I'm there making points. And all yours, we don't care. We don't care.
Vibes.
What do you mean vibes?
I'm sorry, vibes. You know, I've been begging for this Haaland move. I've been begging.
Somebody's. You have to sell Lukaku then. Sell him.
I'm not. No. Hold on. Let's not be too rash, right? I'm not saying that I didn't want Lukaku to begin with, but I'm just saying there were holes in Lukaku's game. that
There's holes in
Erling
Erling
Haaland,
Haaland's game too.
not as much as the ones that we're seeing right now from Lukaku. You can hold your hands up and say that. No, you can.
Haaland needs service. We just saw.
He does need service, but he does need service. But you've seen it. Who did they play yesterday? They played Ajax yesterday. I went back to go watch the match. You saw it. When he wasn't getting the service, he was dropping deep. Any ball that this man could get, the 3 chances that the goalkeeper saved, no goalkeeper in the Prem saving it.
But Lukaku can drop deep. Lukaku, we saw Lukaku against Arsenal drop deep.
Matisse, how many weeks ago was that? No. Answer me.
You're doing silliness now. You know Lukaku can drop deep. You saw it against Arsenal. He got involved in the build-up play, put it out wide, got in the box and scored.
Oh, Chelsea versus Arsenal. What was the date? The 1st of August.
Dami, you know this makes no sense. Stop the nonsense.
Matisse. Do you know what it's like? A lot of things in life do make sense, but sometimes you just need to enjoy the moment. You need to enjoy the pizzazz. You need to enjoy it. You know, there are some things that sometimes you have some things you do. You enter the club and you don't really have money and you tap your card, £250. You worry about that tomorrow. You don't worry about that problem today. Lukaku and Haaland, I don't care. We worry about it later, bro. Later. You understand? I mean, to be honest, Matisse, it doesn't make sense. But you do it.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
You do it later.
You might have lost it. You might have absolutely lost it.
Blood.
Doesn't make no damn sense. Doesn't make no damn sense.
You never know. You actually never know.
What formation would you play, Anita, with them 2 up top?
That's tomorrow's problem. Last time I checked.
Am I too cool?
I didn't pay you millions for pounds to make the tactical decisions. No.
They ain't paying me.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart, Matisse.
No.
Don't worry about that, sweetheart. Don't worry about that.
Maybe your 3-5-2 will work with them. How about that? Because it hasn't been working with anyone else. Putting that out there.
Usually when you pair a front 2, there's a big man or a little man.
Stop looking too deep into
or sometimes you got a dribbler or a skiller next to a big target man, or you got an Anelka and a Drogba. It's got to make sense. You don't put baked beans on the same plate as carrot cake. It doesn't make any sense, Anita, what you're doing.
You put baked beans on anything.
You put baked beans on carrot cake.
Yeah.
You just lost a lot of simps.
You put baked beans on rice.
You just lost a lot of simps.
I don't care about the simps. I love baked beans.
Do you put baked beans on jollof rice? Do you put baked beans on jollof rice?
If the jollof rice is dead and needs a bit of taste, I'm gonna add some baked beans.
He moved his screen. Oh my god!
Yeah, man. What?
He moved his screen. Oh my god! I wasn't ready for that.
Do not tell out my long.
You might know.
Nigerian followers.
I'm just missed you guys.
I'm not involved. I'm no longer involved.
Dami said he's moving his screen off of the block. Oh my god!
Clout my lungs.
Man said he's moving his screen behind mine.
I've just missed you guys. I'm just talking. Gosh,
I get you. I get you. Listen, I don't know where that report even came from. I don't really know if it's really legit. I saw Blind or someone was reporting that Tuchel was getting fancy with his words. But something that we do need to discuss, because I have spoken to you guys together in a while, and there's been a lot of Man United pundits that have been talking a lot of talk, saying a lot of stuff. Scholes has been telling me that Man United have a better defense than Chelsea, but they just let in 2 tonight, and they let in goals at the weekend too. 4 of them, actually. So 6 goals in the last 2 games they conceded. How many goals have Chelsea conceded all season? Let me check. Bear with me.
Last time I checked,
I don't even think we need to check.
Last time I checked,
have Man United really conceded more goals in the last 2 games than Chelsea have all season? Hold on. No way.
Last time I checked, it was less than. I think it was equal to Atlanta last time I checked. I'm saying
there's no way.
Last time I checked, there's 2 goals in it. We conceded against City, conceded against Juventus, innit?
Conceded 1 goal against City, 1 against Juventus. Let me go through this. So we conceded 1 goal against Southampton, 1 against City, that's 2.
Juventus, blood. That's it.
Hold on a second. 1 against Villa in the cup. Hold on. That's 3. 1 against Villarreal. That's 4. The City game was the first goal we conceded in the Prem. I think we've conceded. Have we conceded 4 goals this season?
We conceded against Juventus, blood.
Yeah, I counted that already.
City.
1.
You said City, Southampton, Villarreal,
Southampton,
Liverpool as well. So that's maybe 5.
Liverpool. Does Villarreal really count?
Super Cup. It's a competitive game. I'll count it just to give Man United some
Give them a bit of an edge.
Yeah, just to give them a chance. So Villarreal, Liverpool.
I think that's it.
Oh, 5 goals. 5 goals. Oh.
It's so not enough, and I love you.
I just read the super on screen. I'm finished.
Oh, wow. So we've conceded less goals all season than Man United conceded in the last 2 games. Okay. On to the super chats. Jared. Let's start this off right. Anita the Queen is back. First donation, chocolate croissant settings. This is a bribe for Dami for a stream later. Mashallah. Gee, mashallah. Listen, I don't know. Jared, I don't even know what to say.
Jared, you know. I
don't even know what to say. I honestly don't even know what to say anymore. We create more chances in this false 9 system. We don't need a back 4. Okay. But the issue with the false 9 system that we had last season is that who's going to convert the chances consistently? That's why we signed a striker. These guys want another striker. They want another. They said one striker is not enough. This super chat saying get Felix instead. He can do everything. Pick up the ball from CM, dribble past men and create and score. He's a proper baller. None of that Haaland thing. Oh.
What do you mean none of that Haaland thing? Listen, my guy, we don't talk about Haaland in that manner. First of all, yeah, we just don't do that. If you don't want him there, you don't want him here. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but we don't say none of that Haaland thing. Do you understand? Thank you. That's all. That's what I have to say on that one. Rubbish.
Period.
Dami.
I think Felix though. I won't lie.
Felix is a very good player. I think him at Atletico Madrid, it's not really the perfect club for him to exercise his attacking threats. And it's been a while, but he seems to be happy there. He said he's learned off Griezmann, learned off Suarez, so all the power to him. Talking of obviously this game, Jorginho gets 2, talk to me about Christensen though. Anita, first goal ever. That's his first goal ever. I likened it to when John Obi Mikel scored.
Oh, when John scored, yeah, that was different. The feeling was very much so different. But yeah, big up. Do you remember I said I wasn't really that much of a fan of Christensen, and I hate to say, but he's really changed my mind. Like he's been changing my mind recently. He's a very solid defender, and I'm really happy he got his first goal ever for Chelsea. When was his debut? In 2014, if I'm correct. I think
that long ago. 6 years.
7 years. It's been a while. It's been a while since he's been here. So yeah, happy for him, etc. But I don't really know what else to say apart from the fact that I'm sorry that I used to hate him. I never forgave him for the whole Messi situation in the year of. What year was that? Was that 2018?
17, I think.
17?
I think it was under Conte. So I think it was 17-18 season, I think.
All I remember, it was a 3-0 and Messi scored his goal at Stamford Bridge. And I was a bit like, wow. Wow.
It was a madness. But a learning curve for him. Yeah. And also, I know it wasn't this game, but your boy Chile scored at the weekend, the only goal of the game. You're happy to see him back in the team. I know you. I can't imagine. I know a few people that stand Chilwell. I know it's you. I got Yannick as well, and maybe a few others. But I know you guys are pretty big Chilwell stands. Like you ride or die for this brother. You wanted him in the team for a while, so I'm guessing you're happy to see him. Obviously, comes up early for them this week rested. I'm happy. I'm good.
Okay, because I'm thinking if everyone else was happy with Alonso, we've got to have a conversation right now. Because Alonso was giving me heart palpitations after the Man City match. It would just get downhill from there. Yeah, heart palpitations. I was getting high blood pressure. No, for real, high blood pressure was in the area. No, honestly, I'm so happy for him, and he can just see his confidence is back, and Tuchel starting him more than often. Seeing Marcos Alonso come on today, I was just like, okay, I understand. Like we've got Norwich on the weekend on the Saturday morning. I get it, like it's fine, but he just looks so confident, and he's actually taking shots on and. I'm just so proud of my boy, man. Everyone that was telling me he's overrated, y'all can go kindly. Wait, hold on. I just realized. Can I tell people to suck themselves?
You can cuss. You can say something.
Y'all
crazy.
can go suck yourselves.
I caught me off guard, fam. Oh my days,
I was getting slaughtered for Chilwell, and now everyone's been crying for him back, wondering why he's not starting. Look, now he's starting again, and I'm very, very happy. And I'm sure the majority of the fan base, because if we had to watch Alonso for a full 90 in another match, a lot of us, we would have, committed some crimes. We would have gone to the bridge and drove in certain areas to get a certain somebody.
Listen, I'm just thankful that I don't drive in it, because them little British what are they, the protesters that are sitting in front of cars. Listen, let me tell you something, right? You're getting run down. It's a problem.
Did you see
that?
Me
and Marcus are going for a joyride. Things are going left immediately.
For work. Did you see that Nigerian uncle that was late for work?
I seen that. Things are going so left.
What happened?
Well, see, Anita, you know when you're Nigerian uncle, you know how that anger they have when they are running late or something. Yeah. This man, he nearly run this. See, listen, the way he dragged this lady by her hair, I couldn't believe the scenes. Them lot down the road, you lot should pattern up. I can't lie, you lot need to pattern up. On God, you man are making people late to school. People are losing their jobs. It's not a funny thing, but
man couldn't even go to apply for work for his new position. Fam, I'm sorry, but you're going under the tires, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to firm the tires 4x4. You're gonna have to firm it. I know my uncle's definitely driving over them. I know that for a fact.
100%.
He is the car. Yeah. So listen, they're gonna do that in the wrong. Let them do that in Croydon, innit? Dare them.
Have you not seen the lady that ran over the protesters? Have you not seen it?
The one with her child?
Yeah. She ran them over.
Yeah, I saw that. She ran them over. She pushed them, and then they were like, oh, I was like, shut up! What's wrong with you? Why are you making noise? It's peak, man. It's peak.
Do that in the wrong area, I dare you. And obviously, Mendy, clean sheet again. Is he chasing Is he chasing more golden gloves?
Hold on. We haven't spoken. We haven't spoken about the Brentford. We haven't gisted in a while.
He's not on the Balon d'Or shortlist. I'm sure. Surely. Tell me why. Did you do you must have done an article on that one, surely.
I did too.
Yeah. A part 1 and then part 2.
You have to do the business.
You must be out of your goddamn mind not putting him on the Balon d'Or shortlist. Are you all right? That didn't. And Donnarumma's there.
It's mad.
These people are mad. They are absolutely mad. I personally don't understand it. What's the issue? What?
It's because he doesn't have like a Spanish or like an Italian, Brazilian.
If it was Eduard Mendes,
some would be calling Mendy. That's got
Mendinho or Mendidu or Mendy or something. Mendy Esperiamos, whatever. They would have given it to him. Have you seen the numbers? This guy is in the 96%. Like his save percent accuracy is 96%.
Bro,
do you know how the next goalkeeper in world football, not in the Prem, not in England, not in Europe, in the world,
statistics. Oh, dear.
73%. 73% is the next goalkeeper after. This man is massively overperforming at this point in time, and the fact that he's not been on the Balon d'Or, I don't want to pull the R card in it. Let me not say too much. But if this guy's name was different and he had a different background, I'm telling you he's on that Balon d'Or shortlist because he's nothing short of exceptional. Everybody was wondering what Peter Cech was doing last season, innit, during the window. But this is it. This right here, that motherfucker don't miss. You get me? He hasn't missed.
And even after the first season, people were talking about, well, should we take advantage of signing Donnarumma on a free and having them both compete? Bun that. This brother's earned the right to be undisputed number 1. You don't rotate goalkeepers. You just bring one in that does the business and keep it moving. Football CFC Candy says, Hudson-Odoi has got more assists than the most creative winger in the world, Jadon Sancho. Agendas have to run. We move bombastically. Hope Havertz can pick up form against Norwich after that goal. That statistic there is rude. You're rude for that. Because I like Sancho. He's one of the man them. South. He's one of the man them. I wanted him at Chelsea, but that was rude. That was disrespectful, distasteful, but deserved. And I completely agree. Unbelievable. Aspie's positioning was so good today, Mr. Reliable. Listen, Aspie continues to churn out the solid performances. He's El Capitano. He does his business. I'm very happy. I'm happy to see Rudiger and Thiago Silva come back as well. I think we suffered airily against Brentford quite a bit in the last 15-20 minutes. It was that game against Brentford was like watching Barcelona in the semi-final. It was long.
I watched that game like this. You know them ones where you're there like praying, innit? I watched it like this. I was here on this very chair. I was here like, oh my God, please God and protect me in this difficult time. I want to make sure I get out of here. I was praying because I was like, what's this? Them man they were playing as if they were, I don't know, they were going to get relegated or something. Them man were on crack. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they put in the honey in Brentford.
The thing
oh my days.
The thing is, I was expecting it, like I was really expecting it. And after the first half, and we just dropped off, I'm just like, yo, these men are gonna come and they're gonna try pummel us to pulp, and that's exactly what happened. If not for Mendy, I don't know how many goals we would have lost by.
We would have lost the game.
Fam, we would have lost the game, period. But how many goals? Because if they kept coming at us like that, boy, it could have been 3, it could have been 4. It was madness. And that's when Paul Scholes decided to open his mouth and start. We'll get to that, Sha. We need to gist. We need to gist. Because what's been happening in this world? We need to gist.
And the way that he plays out from the back again is just underrated. I don't remember a turnover leading to a goal from him playing a wrong pass or something. I remember a couple mistakes where he gave away a penalty against Everton at the midway point last season because he came so far out of his box and he made a challenge. But in terms of his actual passing, his passing is very good. It's very solid for a team for a player in a possession-based team. So I don't think he's getting the plaudits that he deserves there on that Balon d'Or thing. But it is what it is. It's fine. We go again next year. Evidently, this brother's going to be here around for a while. And the thing is as well, he's lovely personality as well. Very humble. Yeah. The story is fantastic as well. I'm sure everybody knows that at this point. So it's brilliant to see from him. Really is. How worried are you, Anita, about the 2 injuries though? 2 strikers gone down. Ziyech is maybe going to be more important now. How are you feeling about that? He didn't even come on today.
Yeah. Don't disrespect. Don't do this. You lot know. You don't know how I feel about Ziyech. So.
Oh, do you have a soft spot for him? I can't remember.
I don't know, maybe you should rejig your memory. No, I love Ziyech. I've still got a soft spot for him. Even though he annoys me, I've still got a soft spot for him. But again, Timo Werner, potentially with a hamstring, Romelu Lukaku, potential ankle injury. I look at it as last season we didn't have a Romelu Lukaku. Last season we barely had a Timo Werner scoring for us anyway. So it's business as usual. And looking at Callum, like today, Callum, he don't get me wrong, it wasn't his best, but he still looks like the best is yet to come, like this could probably open a couple of run of games for him, and then we'll be able to see more of Callum. So there's pluses to it, and besides our run of games that we've got coming up for the amount of matches that Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku potentially miss, it's not that bad. I don't think we've got an important game until we play Juventus again in November. So either way, I feel like we're Gucci. It goes Juventus then Man United after.
Leicester's in there as well, aren't they?
I'm not worried about Leicester.
You're not worried about Leicester?
I'm not worried about Leicester. Don't look at what Man United are doing. That's them, man. I'm not worried about Leicester. I think we're very good at absorbing pressure, and pressure is their middle name. Like, we can do it. We can definitely beat Leicester. I'm not worried about them. Honestly, our next big game is Juventus at home.
Mad. They're gonna remember that, and if we don't beat Leicester,
listen. The people on your channel, the people in the comments on your channel, they remember everything that I say, and I just don't understand why. Someone in the comments, the second I entered, someone was talking about my Champions League predictions, saying that we either need to do Champions League or Premier League. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Shit, I remember that day. Shit, that was mad.
Anita, people don't forget.
People don't forget.
Matisse, remember when they pulled out our podcast episode with Mediano from 2 years ago? These lots
on Spotify. Man, I'm a screen recording Spotify. What? If I'm just let it rest, bro.
That podcast episode, I swear that thing had like 15 listens or whatever. I don't know why they were able to produce that. They don't forget.
Man, are putting in that putting in the same work rate they put into like exposing like man, like David Dobrik and them level content creators. Man, there's a screen recording Spotify. We're like, bro, just let it rest, bro. Whatever was said was not that deep.
Rest, Jesus.
It's mad. It's absolutely mad. David's showing a lot of love for Anita there as well. Big up, bro. I mean, what was I gonna say? I feel like I was gonna. Oh yes, I remember now because Anita used to get so much stick on this channel for this one, but a lot of the chat's starting to turn, and I can see it. And look, guys, I rate him, but listen, these injuries here, 40 days out, Pulisic, Dami, what's going on?
What now? What now? What
like,
now? What
bro.
now? No, I don't want to hear it. I was listening to Matisse and Alex today. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you saw the thread?
I don't want to hear it. Next question.
When are we gonna see Dami? When are we gonna see this brother, bro? For real now. This is not funny anymore. It's not a joke. I'm slightly like, because this was a 10-day injury. Where the 40 days come from? What is this? The 40? Them ones where you have the event calendar for Christmas. We run out of days, bro. Chocolate's gone.
Last time I heard you was in Nashville having some American hot wings, blood.
Stop it.
I don't think man's around, did it? I don't think he's here, blood. I think he's on holiday or something. Maybe he took all his annual leave days and he just decided to not turn up because this is a piss take. It is a piss take. Like, I'm not going to blame a human being for an injury because you don't really anticipate. Nobody wants to be injured. Come on. He wants to be on the pitch. He wants to be kicking ball. He wants to be under the headlights. He wants to see all the medals. He wants to live the dream. That's what he wants to do. But brother, your legs, I don't know, like spaghetti or like noodles or what I'm saying, like all those noodles. You can't even stay fit. Do you know where I'm coming from? So for me, it's just one of them situations where, what do we actually do with this guy now? Because things are progressing. We've gone to a stage in the season where we're like, let's test everybody out. Let's put different spices into the mix. Let's see what works best. Anything that doesn't really work, we're probably going to look at shifting them off next season and bringing in new people. Are talking about bringing in new attackers already. So Pulisic, remember at the start, before we started the season, what did I tell two of you? I said, listen, we're doing the whole transfer series thing. I can't remember what it's called, but what did I tell you guys? I told you, look, this season, okay, is the season where Pulisic needs to come back into the squad and still let us know what he's about. That thing with him making 7-8 beautiful appearances during lockdown season, that's expired. It's kind of like your real card. It has expired. Your bus pass is irrelevant now. Nobody cares about it no more. The ticket officer is asking you to pay full price. So you need to come back and make your stake known. But this guy doesn't come back very soon, then sayonara, bro. Honestly speaking, we need to get rid because he's on quite a lot of money. I'm not going to lie to you. We need to keep him moving.
I'm very, very worried because people say, oh, Iron Robin this, Iron Robin that. That is one, like, come on now. I rate him, but he's not on Iron Robin's level. That's the first thing. When he comes back into the team, he's inconsistent. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. I've seen poor performances, I've seen good ones. He's not on Iron Robin's level. Second thing is that because he's, again, being so injury prone, it's either going to go one or two ways. It's going to be Van Ginkel, where we really just don't see you and you have to go, or some people are pulling Loftus-Cheek into this. But I will tell you with Loftus-Cheek, the injuries were different. They weren't constant ankle injuries. You have to separate the injuries. Loftus-Cheek had lower back issues and he picked up a massive one on some dodgy pitch in America. So I'm not saying it's game over, but this is a very big season. And a lot of people say, oh, where's your patience? Why don't you have any time? Well, I know who I support. I support Chelsea Football Club. They don't have time for nothing. These brothers don't have time for nothing. And does Pulisic even, if Pulisic doesn't have consistent starts this season, I'm sure even he's going to be questioning his future as well. Someone's leaving, innit? So that's all I have to say.
That's
I don't know
what
who
people
it is.
Don't realize, Matisse.
But I had my four names, innit? I had my four names.
People don't realize that. Think about it. How many attackers do we have? I don't even want to count Werner as an attacker or a striker, but you've got Timo.
He's part of it. He's an attacker.
Yeah,
he's not
Timo
a striker.
Werner.
Did you see the strike today? He's not a striker.
There you go. You've got Werner. You've got Callum Hudson-Odoi. You've got Kai Havertz. You've got Mason Mount. You've got Hakim Ziyech. All five of these brothers are all trying to get there. I'm sure I've probably forgotten someone's name. Then you've now got Pulisic. I haven't even said Pulisic.
So 6.
Pulisic, that's 6.
For 2 positions.
For 2 positions. two positions. And the thing is, people are saying, "Oh, Dami, but we can change formation." Big man, that doesn't change anything. Tuchel could move to a 4-3-3. One of those two of those players have to fit in there. He could move to a 4-2-2. The two people. Any which way.
Even if he goes 4-2-3-1,
brother. Even if you go 4-2-3, it's last like
Mason Mount, Loftus-Cheek, like.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So for me, and we're at a stage in the season where people are telling me that none of them, man, can play as inside forward. So we need to buy inside forward. So Pulisic right now, brother, he's on that list. Him and, I mean, I know Anita like Ziyech, and people say I have an agenda, but him and
Ziyech is
let me know add Ziyech. That Pulisic right now is definitely one of those players that in the next 18 months, I won't be surprised if he's pushed off. I feel like he's massively talented, and I like him when he's actually playing. But like you are always saying, availability is the best ability. And right now, we can't even rely on this guy for anything. He's been injured for so long, I think he's on holiday. It's a joke. Genuinely.
I keep saying, I've defended his talent many a time. Defended it with Toby on London Club's Carnage when people were saying, I even said potential-wise, I think he's got the same potential as Sancho. You know? And I said Sancho will come to this league, his numbers will drop off. But young players, to develop, they need to be training, they need to be fit, they need to be having their ups and downs, their inconsistencies. I have no problem with your performance up and down, but if you're not fit, you're not making any progress. It's just setback after setback, and maybe that will change. But right now, there's no evidence to say that it will. So it's worrying times. Jared is saying Callum's been waiting to add the chicken to the fried rice, but they keep stealing the pages of his cookbook. Free him, man.
That is a joke, man. Oh my God.
This statistic they've been wanting me to put up as well. Christensen has 42 clean sheets in 52 matches with no Balon d'Or nominee. Chiellini, who's missed 90% of the season due to a lack of form and injuries, is nominated. Make it make sense. Doesn't make sense. I remember kicking up a massive storm about that privately in my own house. Because I just deeped it. I come off a stream and I was like, I spoke a lot about Mendy. Then I deeped it. I was like, I swear Christensen's not on there as well. And I went back to the list and I seen Christensen wasn't on there. I was like, what?
And then you see Chiellini and you're thinking, what is this? Chiellini's on there because he pulled back Saka. That's the only reason. That's it. He did not have a he did not have a good season. He's there because he pulled Saka.
I did just say that. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I did. That's the only reason why he's there. Why else is he there? He pulled Saka back.
That was so mad.
I can't believe you actually just said that.
Brought back Saka, you know.
Am I lying?
Man said he pulled back Saka. That's why he's on the list.
That's why he's on the list. I don't see any other reason as to why he's on the list. I'm so serious.
It's mad. It's all types of mad.
It's injustice.
It is mad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's mad. He should be on the list, and Mendy. Those two. I think Rudiger's on it, right? Rudiger's on it, or is he not?
No.
Rudiger's not on it.
No.
Why are we dis? Do you know what?
It's Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Kante,
Mount,
Mason Mount, and one other person. I forgot who. Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Kante, Mason Mount.
No, Jorginho.
But you know,
I've already said Jorginho.
I said Jorginho. I don't know who else.
Let me check.
Oh yeah, I even forgot. Look at that.
Oh, Lukaku as well, of course.
Lukaku. Yeah.
I know we moved on from Pulisic, but like 335 days out of 800. That's ridiculous, quite frankly. But
that's how many days he's been injured for.
Yeah, at Chelsea. That's mad.
So nearly half the days. So 40%. He's a month 40%. Away from half of the days.
Brother, the thing is,
so do you see now when I want to have a conversation about this, man, then will be on Twitter like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. You hate, you don't. I like the guy. I like the player. If I didn't rate the player, I wouldn't talk about it. But how can you be 40%? Do you know how big that is? Your Chelsea career 100%. You've been missing for 40% of it, and you don't put it in perspective. And you don't want me to talk about it. Are you high on crack?
That's how many matches Eden Hazard has missed due to injury at Real Madrid. Like, just to put it in perspective for people.
Exactly.
That's how often he has been injured.
How can you not talk about that?
You have to talk about it.
You have to talk about it.
When I was talking about it last season, people looked at me like I was mad. People compared him to Robin. People were also telling me about Lionel Messi at the start of his career. He was being injured. We should have faith in him, blah, blah, blah. I have faith in his talent. He's talented. We get it. You are talented, but your best ability is availability. If you are never available, what does that bring to Chelsea Football Club? It just means that you are taking off a spot that could be somebody else's who is available. And it's unfortunate that his bones are not made of bones, or whatever, his bones are made of paper, or whatever people are calling it. It's unfortunate, but that is none of Chelsea's business at this moment in time. We need to get someone who is available all the time, because at the end of the day, we've relied on him quite a lot for his output, right? Chelsea have relied on him on his output quite a bit. It was kind of like taking Eden Hazard out of a team. You relied so heavily on that output that when now he's out, what do we have left? Did we go back to the FA Cup final against Arsenal? Once he got injured, what did we have left? We didn't have anything left.
He was very influential at that time. So influential.
And I'm really happy that we bought the likes of Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and Hakim Ziyech, because I thought that's going to take less pressure off of Pulisic. But it's still the same situation, you know? And even when he's back from injury, last season, we saw the frustration there. He's not always going to be that same player. He's not going to be the Eden Hazard type of player. He's not going to be that menacing player in front of goal anymore, because it's not just small injuries, ankle injuries, hamstring injuries. This will affect your life, bro. It will change your life and the way you play football. So please, when we say these things, it's not that we want him to go. We want him to do well, just not here, because this could be used for another spot. Kind regards.
You got to take up each spot is very valuable. Do you know what I mean? Very valuable. You got to maximize it. You have to maximize it.
The worrying part is the fact that people are already talking of signing new people, and Pulisic has not even thrown himself into that argument. When have you seen Christian Pulisic for a stretch of 20 games? Has it happened? I don't think that's happened.
No, it hasn't.
I don't think it happened. So you can't even quantify him correctly.
Even when he's back, you have to manage him and play him once a week. Really, if you're being serious, you have to look after him, because you can't play him every couple of days. It's just you're asking for an injury. Do you know what I mean?
And the thing is, that would be fine.
And it's a shame, because this time around, this was a pretty heavy tackle. But people say, "Oh, like I said, it's a heavy tackle." I know it's a heavy tackle, and he's going to get more of them. That is the way that he plays. His playing style, dribbling, carrying the ball. The ball is glued to his feet. He wants to dribble past players. They're going to do that a lot. This is the Premier League. So,
because the thing is, right, we do this with N'Golo Kante. We don't play him every single match. We play him where it's necessary. We give him his minutes. We take him off halfway through matches and stuff. The same thing could happen with Pulisic. But the difference is, when Pulisic comes back from injury, he's not the same guy. And it is frustrating. When Kante comes back from injury, he's still that 10 out of 10 midfielder.
And also, Kante's already given us a lot of durability. He's getting older. Yeah. He's already, do you know what I mean?
Old.
I said this before.
He's 22.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah, if you've already given us durability, then and you start to break down, that's just natural in the human body. But if you haven't even given us any durability yet, it's a problem. This super chat says Premier League level is very high right now. Players from other leagues will always struggle. We need proper 10s that are doing a madness already in the Premier League. Rudiger is straight up boogeyman. Guess who is starring in the next Venom movie? Mourinho needs to give that man what he deserves. I think Rudiger's getting from reports, he seems like he's getting very, very frustrated about the lack of game time in terms of, sorry, not the lack of game time, the lack of progression with the contract situation. He obviously feels that Chelsea are not serious enough about tying him down. I don't know what they've offered him, but when I was hearing rumors of 140, I think that's a bit disrespectful.
I even heard 125.
I know Drinkwater's on about that. Do you know what I mean? Drinkwater's on about that. Baba Rahman's on 100. Malong Sar's on 100. It's time to get real now. This is a bit disrespectful. The man deserves about 200. Do you know what I mean? He deserves to be in and around that area. But listen, I don't know what's going on. If he goes, then he goes. Like, there's nothing we can do about it.
You know what the current rumors around it is that he's looking to get 400,000. Now, I don't know how true or how credible. Yeah, I don't know how true.
That's Mohamed Salah money.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know how credible the source is, but that's what he's looking for, and other clubs such as Real Madrid, such as Bayern Munich, are willing to pay the money. And if that is the case, Jules Koundé is available. That's all I will say on that. But 200k, 250k, like if that's all he's asking for, we need to give him his money and let this saga end, because enough is enough. We're tired.
I mean, then again, like I'm going to throw a bit of an interesting span. I think the thing is with Rudiger, right? I'm not going to drag anybody. I wanted to tweet this, but I decided against it. But I feel like this is a safe. I mean, it's not a safe space because man, them are watching it. And they don't like it. But I just feel like this Rudiger thing, something about it doesn't feel authentic from quite a lot of parties. You know what I'm saying? Especially with what happened like last year with the whole report and having the players having to come out and say this and how aggressive he apparently has been in whatever. I like how much he's improved on that Thomas Tuchel, and you could argue he's been the best centre back in the league. You could argue it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he has been, but you could argue it. But at the end of the day, I feel like there have been issues with the players. I feel like there's an issue somewhere. I don't feel like they are going to just hand him over the exact contract that he does want. And I feel like he does want to move on and leave all of these things behind. I'm not going to be one of those people that hop on the Rudiger bandwagon and be like, oh, Rudiger this, Rudiger that. I remember way back when, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him his flowers. I can tweet him propaganda, but I'm not going to act and sit down like there has never been any issues. People are behaving like, oh, he's been playing so well recently that we should just expect things to flow and the club to just give him stuff. Remember all the issues that we heard?
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of beef there.
So there's a lot of there are so many more things in the air than just Chelsea, boom, give him the contract. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking about it from the correct perspective, but that's just the way I see it personally. Am I saying he doesn't deserve 200k? He does. I feel like he deserves 200k a week at the bare minimum. Like you said, Drinkwater's on like 100 bags, bro. He's on like 110 bags. You shouldn't be giving Rudiger 140. That's insult to injury. But at the end of the day, I just feel like this. I don't think this is going to end the way people are expecting it to. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to walk. That's what I think.
I recall Dami not wanting Jorginho for Balon d'Or, says Alex.
Why are you lying?
I'm just reading out the super chats.
Why are you lying?
Wasn't it you that said? Wasn't it you that said something about a stripper or something? I don't know.
Yes, the stripper comment. Yes, I remember that, Anita too. Yes, the Italian stripper comment.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. The comment that I told him that he should never make because we will document it, write it down, and note it, and bring it back in the future. No. You can show us your tweets. We do not care.
He's still hurt by what happened to Haaland. I can't lie. When he said he's still hurt.
Oh my god. No, it's actually a madness, honestly. I mean, it's a madness. But to round up, like to conclude, it's been brilliant to have this back. Do you know what I mean? This has been a great stream, especially after a game like that. Man United, it's a shame they didn't lose. That would have topped off the day. It almost. But Oli lives to fight another day. I'm sure Salah is going to absolutely destroy that brother on the weekend. Just, Anita, first of all, how are you feeling right now in terms of Chelsea? In terms of we're top of the league, but are you worried? Are you confident about, securing this league title, challenging on multiple fronts? How are you feeling right now about this team? Do you know what it is? We were top of the league under Lampard, same time last year, and shit went to hit the fan around December. And we got the Club World Cup as well to play in, I think, maybe Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure, or Arab Emirates. So
UAE apparently.
Yeah, so some difficult times ahead.
Listen,
want to admit it or not?
We're about to go into the hardest time of what the hell? Sorry,
don't worry, man's on it. I'm on it immediately.
Okay.
I'm on it immediately.
Well, I'm thinking like
I'm on it immediately.
Don't be disrespectful.
There we go.
Grizz is one of the Liverpool fans I can actually listen to.
Yeah, Grizz is great. We just sorted that.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, we're about to go into a really dark time. I'm not here for it, but it's all vibes, isn't it? I personally feel like we'll still win the league. And we have a strong enough squad. One thing I've liked a lot about Thomas Tuchel is he is utilizing every single last player at his disposal. and I fuck with it heavy. That I feel like even what was the match that we played when Ross Barkley was involved with the chance creation for the goal for Timo Werner's goal. I think it wasn't Southampton. It was a match before that, but I just love how he's using every single player in the actual squad, and that just shows me that we are trying to contend for the title this season. And if we have to throw away the Club World Cup, I'm not being funny. I don't really give a toss about it. But
no,
I don't give a toss about
Anita,
it.
It is gold. It is gold. Have you listen? There's many things in life that I don't care about that are gold. That steak that they got the Christmas wrapping when they put the gold around it and charged 800 quid. I'm not about that life. I'll keep it moving. But this gold trophy I need. Remember Corinthians where we lost with Rafa Benitez? We have the opportunity to be world champions. Do you not want that gold FIFA badge in the middle of that kit?
More time. I'd rather have the Premier League.
Of course.
Do you know what it is?
I'd rather have the
But we can have both. But can we though? That's the question.
Beautiful. Anita jinx is beautiful. So that means
let me jinx it. Let me jinx it.
Say we're gonna get relegated.
Come on, let's not be stupid. I think we can definitely still win it. 100%. We can definitely still win it. But we're about to go through a very tough time. And it's going to be interesting to see how the fans kind of move. I'm
trying to prep them on this channel. I'm honestly trying to prep them because until I start seeing this team creating clear-cut chances consistently, and they've unlocked Lukaku for a consistent amount of time. We had our little spurt at the start of the season, but we're talking about now consistently getting the best out of our tallies, man. And not just relying on defenders to assist and score for each other and penalties for Georgie. Like, seriously now. Like, because the first goal is 2 defenders linking up and we've been seeing defenders score. So they're carrying the team for maybe, 70% of the goals. Someone said to me statistically, Chelsea, maybe like 70% of the goals have either been scored or assisted by a defender. That's mad. And then 2 penalties and obviously finally some great link up from the forwards. But we know what this is. Do you know what I mean? We know where the weaknesses are. So unless we fix them, don't be shocked if we get found out. Do you know what I mean? That's how I am.
It's crazy that I feel like Tuchel might need to try some new ideas.
New formation?
New formation, new tactics, something different.
I think he needs to try the January transfer window. I'm ruthless, bro. If Tuchel gets sacked before half of some of these brothers, listen, I'm Tuchel till death, innit? Tuchel and Ancelotti, these are the 2 managers that I'm like, I'm ride or die right now because Ancelotti did madness at this club and then he was sacked undeservedly. And now Tuchel, another guy who's great with his words, great tactically, great with a big squad, gets it, knows how to run the football team, tactically astute. Like if he goes, I'm gonna like Conte go in, Mourinho go in, Sarri go in. It doesn't hit me like that because I like them, but they're also toxic.
Very toxic.
It's toxic love.
Don't rule out Tuchel because Tuchel can get toxic.
Nah, Tuchel's a nice guy, man. He's a nice guy.
Oh, you man don't know the saga of
no, it's only PSG. No, but PSG does that to anyone. They could drive anybody crazy.
What about Dortmund? You don't know this saga there?
Dortmund?
Do you think he was Aubameyang to go?
He was young back then. He was young. Young buck. He was immature. He's an immature young buck back then. He's immature now.
This guy, man. Oh my God.
He has matured.
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know what's going on.
You don't know.
He has matured. He has matured. He's not a Conte or a Mourinho or gonna rip up dressing rooms and whatnot. He won't do that.
Nah, I don't think he'll rip up dressing rooms. Nothing. It's just about board and manager. But let's not even speak that negativity into existence. I'm not even gonna. But I do feel like he needs to try something different. When he brought in Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he brought in Ross Barkley, kind of giving us more of an attack in front. I fucked with it. Like I really liked that. And maybe we do need to be braver with our lineups. Maybe we do need to stop playing. I'm not gonna say the word, but the Tuchel's kind of ball. I'm not gonna say the other.
I know what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah,
I remember from Twitter.
Yeah. Let me not say that, but maybe he does need to try and switch it up, put more faith in his attackers because at the moment, our defenders are scoring more than our attackers, and that's kind of scary for me. So far, our attackers have only scored 10 goals out of a possible, I think, 22. That's not great, especially when we've got a £97 million.
Are you sure it's 10?
Yeah.
Where did you find that many goals from?
Where did I find that many?
Are you sure it's that many? That sounds like a lot.
It's that many. I think Timo Werner has 2.
Yeah,
Kai Havertz has 2 now. Lukaku has 4.
Okay.
Mason Mount hasn't scored. Christian Pulisic has 1, I think.
Yeah, Pulisic
has 1.
Hudson hasn't
the
scored.
Rest is from
Chilwell
has 2. You know,
Jesus.
Thiago Silva. Who else? Marcus Alonso.
Trevor Chalobah.
He's got 2 in his pocket, bro.
Yeah.
Why are the
even Kova scored? Jorginho now as well. Kante. Yeah, it's a madness.
You know what I'm saying? Like
maybe, but I was saying it on watch along. If we throw more defenders into the team, we have a higher chance of scoring because they're the ones scoring the goals. So put Alonso in the front 3.
That's a problem.
Yeah, but put more defenders in. Just don't play any of the attackers. Put Alonso up front.
Wait. Out of our 16 Premier League goals this season, we've only got literally 6 of those goals came from attackers. The rest was from defense and midfield.
Bro, it's bad. It's so bad.
See, this is to fix that up. The maths is mathing. Let's be real. If our defenders are scoring so frequently, surely he's a genius for playing 7 defenders. Means that we have possible 10 goal scorers on the pitch.
Don't make me enter this screen. Don't make me enter this screen. I'm begging you in the name of God. Don't make me enter this screen.
I love it.
That is funny.
And the thing is, he's spin, but don't.
The statistics back it up. And now Christensen is on that list as well. The statistics back it up, and they're good finishes as well. You got Chilwell with a half volley. You got Christensen with a volley. Like these are some proper finishes. Alonso free kick. Like these guys are actually proper putting serious pace on this football when they're hitting it. It's lovely. Lovely strikers of
City last season, but we're not playing City ball, which is kind of just a bit depressing at the moment. Just saying.
Someone says they want to see a front 3 of Matt, Anita, and Dami up front for Chelsea. Listen, we can make it happen.
That's not.
Are you saying that you got them Toby Techers?
Oh yeah. Did you guys not know? Gold Diggers lost like 15-0.
What?
You know, like yeah.
Who did you play? The first team of Chelsea women?
I'm telling you because I'm so sure Drew Spence was in the team that we played.
And surely the team has now liquidated. You're not going to play again. That must be it.
We still go, you know, we still
Where are these? Where's the location for these matches? I want to see this live.
Fuck you, yeah. No.
What position do you play?
I'm
you know what that
DM.
is?
You're a DM.
You know what that is?
Yeah. Sometimes I reposition to a cam.
You lot conceded.
We conceded 15 goals
she
twice.
Said she's an attacking regista like Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, I'm a Loftus-Cheek, babe. I'm a Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, that's exactly what I am.
Oh my god! So you control the tempo of the game, yeah? You control. Can you do what? You do stepovers in the midfield.
Yeah, I do stepovers.
This is why you're not winning because you're wasting time. You should be progressing the ball.
Do you know what?
You should be
imagine you're a striker. You've made a run, and Anita's doing stepovers, and now you're offside.
But the problem is, what striker? I was doing defense, I was doing midfield, I was doing striking.
So you're playing. Wait, I want to understand you. You are playing central attacking defensive midfield. That's what you're doing.
I'm just trying to clock. You're playing DM, but you conceded 15 goals. You're not protecting your defense.
Listen, I have asthma. Like I actually had an asthma attack on one of the matches. It was all 5-a-sides. There was 3 5-a-sides. It was 15-0, 15-3, 12-1. Yeah. You guys haven't seen. I'm gonna send you the video.
Wait. Did you score? Did you assist?
Yeah, I assisted. Yeah. Thank you. Hey.
Oh my days. Oh my god!
By the way, I'm probably going Stamford Bridge for the Man United match. If Ronaldo does score, no one should at me when I do that. Nobody. I've told you all now. If you see me at Stamford Bridge doing this, leave me alone. Leave me. Thank you.
Are you going to the Norwich game? Anita?
No.
Oh my goodness, we could have had a full
I'm
trio at the
going.
game.
Matisse is
Me
going.
and Dami are both going, and you are not going.
Let's end this week and just.
Why are you not going? Have you got work or something? Maybe we should.
No, Matisse. You know that's post credit. You know the scenes that don't make the cut.
The
That's
post
not
credit
the scenes. That's it. You have to, you know. Oh my God.
Oh, don't do it. Ooh.
Oh my days, that's disappointing. Goodness.
Oh.
Well, they were thanking you for being here. We managed to steal you from Sky Sports. Congratulations. Huh? You are on there so regularly at this point. You are basically a pundit. That's what we like to call it.
I'm not even going to.
But big up, guys. This has been a great stream. I think Alex was saying where can I follow Anita on Twitter? She's making me laugh. Well, I will show the at. Wait, hold on. Let me just switch up.
I'm
There
funny.
There you
I
go.
am funny.
Anita is like
There's
500 followers away from 10K as well. Let's pattern.
Oh wow. That milestone slaps. I can't lie. It's a lovely
Does
milestone. It just looks so nice. It just looks so
Innit?
nice. It's just
You stop
visually.
seeing the extra numbers at the end. Oh.
You don't see the extra
What, the
waffle.
10,
The waffle,
just
yeah.
K.
There's no
Just
waffle in now.
10K.
Can you see the
That's it.
privilege that you guys have? The privilege.
I need the blue tick. We need to pattern that. Someone let me write some articles. Can I write three articles for an established publication, please? Just free. For no reason.
Anita can always sort you out. Anita can always sort you out.
Yeah, tag me at the bottom, innit? Say I wrote it.
No problem.
Say I wrote it.
I'm gonna be like, it was a typo. I don't know how it got there. You've got your tick.
Say I wrote free. Say I wrote it just
I
3
need to
times, and
apply
then I
for
can
that.
get my blue tick, and then you can change it back to your name.
I've got you. Don't worry, darling. I've got you.
Oh, we love it, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Smash up the likes. The links are in the description for Anita's Twitter, for Dami's channel as well. Make sure you're subscribed and you're following. There you go. Alex has just followed there. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's like Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Oh
It's the
my
comeback.
God.
It's the comeback.
Sorry. Ams is the woman. Sorry, Ams. I thought you were a guy. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I think Ams. Yeah, because Ams was saying it's nice to have another girl on this channel. Yeah. Ams,
Bless.
Big up. Jared's not. Jared, look at Jared now. Jared's confused. We do this on FT all the time. It's like, well, there's a girl here. Everybody, calm down. There's a girl. There's a girl here. Everybody, stop cussing each other. Have some grace and decorum. There's a girl in town. I'm telling you, that's what happens on FT all the time. When the girls don't make it like clear that they don't put up any profile or anything, no name. They just go with like a normal app, like Pulisic. I don't know, penetrating Pulisic or some madness or some stupidness.
Penetrating Pulisic.
Pause. Brother, pause. Now,
Whoa.
I have never ever seen an act like that. That was from your head. Perfect. Oh my God, what is this? That was from your head, big man. I have never.
We are not talking.
Don't pull out my lungs.
Penetrating Pulisic. Whoa.
Don't pull out my lungs this evening. Nah. Nah, Matisse. Nah. Pack up shop. I'm switching off my light.
Yeah, round up.
I can't breathe.
Round up.
Yo.
Pack up.
You know, if you actually searched that, I bet some brothers repping that.
Nah. I know for a fact you thought of that. I'm searching. Nah, you're not serious.
Searching.
You're not
If
serious.
someone does have it, I'm sure it's you. It's probably your burner.
I'm telling you, somebody's got some mad name out there.
Nobody has that act.
I'm crying from. That's actually
Nobody
so funny.
has it. Penetrating Pulisic.
What?
Look at all the chat. The
Bro,
chat out here
like,
blessing God, saying their
bro,
prayers,
man,
trying to cleanse themselves.
Brother, you could have used any adjective. You could have said pedantic.
I just said
Pulisic.
whatever
You
come
could have
up.
said perfect Pulisic. You could have said I don't know.
It would not have been. It would.
Ooh.
Pack up shop.